we look at this problem, x to the third y squared z over a to the 1/2 b to the 4/3, we might look inside the parentheses first to look to see if there's anything simplifying we can do. But there is none. There are no common factors in above and below. There's no operations to do there. So we'll simply have to raise this whole fraction to the 1/2 power. When we raise a power to a power, we'll multiply the exponents. So what we'll wind up with here is x to the 3 times 1/2 is 3/2. Y 2 times 1/2 is 1. Z 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. A to the 1/2 raised to the 1/2 power, 1/2 times 1/2 is a to the 1/4. Make sure you're saying to yourself that you're raising a power to a power, so you have to multiply. B to the 4/3 raised to the 1/2, multiply the exponents, 4/3 times 1/2 is 2/3. Once again, because we have all different powers, and none of them are negative, this is our solution. Speaking of negative exponents, let's consider a problem that has negative exponents in it. Suppose our problem was x to the negative 2/3 and y to the 1/4, and the denominator was a cubed and b to the negative 1/2. And we wanted to raise this whole fraction to the negative 2 power. Now let's see where that would take us. Once again, we look inside to see if there's anything to do, and there is not. Although we could move the x to the negative 2/3 and move the b to the negative 1/2 because of their reciprocal nature. But if we look ahead, we've got to multiply all these exponents by negative 2. So let's just leave it the way it is and remove the parentheses. Here we'll end up with x negative 2/3 times negative 2 is 4/3. Y to the 1/4 to the negative 2 power is negative 2 times 1/4, which is negative 1/2. Y to the negative 1/2 power. Then we have b to the 3rd raised to the negative 2 will give us, a will give us 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And then we'll have b, negative 2 times negative 1/2 is 1. We probably wouldn't leave it like this because we do have those negative exponents to worry about. We have x to the 4/3. It's fine where it is. But we have a y to the negative 1/2. When it becomes in the denominator, it will become positive 1/2 power. And then we have this a to the negative 6, which really belongs up here as a positive 6. And there's a b to the 1st power, which is fine where it is. So we finally wind up with x to the 4/3, a to the 6th, y to the 1 over y to the 1/2, b. Rules of exponents with negatives, still fine, even if there's negative fractions involved.